Good morning, Mr. Dennis. Thank you so much for coming to Brooklands today for the Double 12. This is your new old Peerless.
My new old Peerless, that's correct.
Can you tell me a bit about it?
It's my latest project that one does in one's retirement. I basically saw a photo of a car that had been bought by the Lohman collection in America a few years ago, and I thought that is a fabulous looking vehicle. So I then found a Peerless chassis with, dare I say it, a body that was not to my taste somewhat, and basically removed it and put this body on. It really is a two-seat roadster. It is Peerless made a number of chassis of this era, going from a 36, 48 and a 60 horsepower. But when I stripped this engine down, I found in fact that the engine was actually in between those two, in between the 48 and the 60. And by measuring the bore size at 4 3/4 horse, it therefore equates to a 54 horse Peerless. And I built this body to emulate this one that was bought by the Lohman collection in Holland. It's been great fun. Yesterday was the first time it really was able to get into top gear, going around the track, although the weather wasn't too brilliant, not too suitable for it, but it behaved all right and finished.
So the body is not the original body or design?
No, the body is not the original as fitted to this chassis. It emulated a similar Peerless body which was current at the time, around 1914, and that's what the date of this one is. So yes, the bonnet is original, and the remainder of the bodywork is to my own design, but following this design made by Peerless and owned by the Lohman collection.
How long did Peerless as a manufacturer last?
They lasted till, oh gosh, I think they ended up just about 1930.
Okay.
And there are a few left in this country, but I think the few that are in the UK are an earlier design and a more basic design, around the 1904 era. But I don't believe there's any of this size, certainly not this engine size, which, as I say, is a bit of an oddball. And if one's honest about it, this engine was, I believe, originally fitted to an Ernst Fox fire engine, and who fitted it I'm not sure, and when it was fitted I'm not sure, but there are markings on there that actually marked up showing Ernst Fox as a fire engine, so it would have originally, I believe, been fitted in a fire engine.
That's ironic, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So as a brand in this particular car, who was its main competitors from the point of view of sales?
Well, in America, they said there was the three P's, Peerless, Pierce Arrow and Packard, who were the American Rolls Royces, as it were. And this being a Peerless was one of them. They were the luxury brands to compete with Rolls Royce around in the second decade of last century.
Yeah. 1 second.
How long has it taken you to build the car?
2.5 years. 2.5 years really, from start to finish. But I must admit, I'm not I can't do upholstery, paintwork, sign writing. Fortunately, we're very fortunate in this country having skills that can meet the requirements that I had.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Well, I think so, but I'm prejudiced. Yeah.
No, absolutely. So what I'm seeing at the back with the fuel tank and the storage unit, that would be what we've seen in the original car.
Yes,
in design.
indeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a photo on me if you want to see what it was originally. Not very easy to pick up on that because
No.
it's on my
Yeah.
phone.
No, that's fine.
But I did try to emulate exactly
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
1912 version, which was sold to the Lohman collection.
Right. You wouldn't know any of the history of the car beyond Lamb?
No, other than the fact that it came into this country in 2019. It was bought by a well-known couple of brothers who own a large collection, and they obviously didn't really want it. But on the other hand, they wanted a car that I had recently restored as a hobby, purely as a hobby. And so with a bit of swapping, I was able to get their bodied Peerless chassis for the car that they wanted from me, which was a 1903 Stevens Durare.
Okay. So you both are happy with the trade?
I hope they're happy. I'm very happy with it, yes.
Mr. Dennis, thanks again for bringing it today. It is a beautiful piece of work.
Thank you.
And
it's been my pleasure.
Attracting a lot of interest.
Well, it's always great to come to Brooklands, just down the road from my home, and with lovely, yeah, go on then. Go on. 2 ticks. Go on. Go on then. Go on.
Squeeze in.
Squeeze in. There. Go on, Josephine.
Harder, quicker.
Go on.
Quick.
If you give me,
Give me Catty. Oh, brave man.
There we are.
Great. Thanks again, Mr. Dennis. Lovely to see you.
Okay, pleasure.